What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Friday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter, at BettingPros. To follow BettingPros on Twitter, BetMGM, the offer. You guys know, Juice 150, promo code $10 bet to win $150 with BetMGM. New accounts not valid in the state of Nevada. Okay, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors, first and foremost. 7-1 ticket on them, cashes. 10-1 on Boston, does not. We get the Warriors money line plus 150. It pretty much covered the rest of the night because both prop bets do not come in. I don't know what Derek White happened. I don't know what happened to him, or really the whole Boston bench. They were just absolutely abysmal. And really, there's a lot of things you can say. I thought Andrew Wiggins was insane. He was so good. Curry's Curry. I mean, how do you not love Steph Curry? I mean, he revolutionized the game. He does everything the right way. He's a stand-up guy. He's a role model for a lot of kids to look at the way he behaves. Sure, he talks. He has a right to talk. I'd talk too if I was him. My gosh, what an athlete, what a player. I would have given it the MVP to Andrew Wiggins, but I get why Steph Curry is going to win these things. Actually, I don't even know. Curry won the MVP, I think. I'm taping right after the game's over. I did not even stay to watch the end of that, but congrats to the Warriors. We get that bet right and the series to end in 6. So that plus 190 comes in. We get the series wrong in 5. That does not cash. And so kind of on the NBA Finals bets, we went 3-2. Went 1-3 on the night last night. But the 1+ is the Warriors money line at plus 150. So pretty much a flat night for us last night. Did not do well in the in-game for me. I bet Boston in-game. First quarter money line didn't hit. Second quarter money line didn't hit. I did not bet the Warriors third quarter. I didn't bet Boston in the fourth quarter. I just kind of took my losses on the night and said, all right, I'm just not going to bet anymore in the game and just kind of sit back. I did not go, and people were trying to bait me into betting Boston money line. I was like, I don't see it. I don't think it's going to be there, but we'll take the 7-1 cash and wind up for the NBA season, which is a really good deal. So we'll take it. All right, Friday. I actually like the baseball slate a lot. So I'm going to bet more on Friday than I normally bet with the parlay. 4 bets in Major League Baseball, really 7 bets if you include the parlay, and then 1 bet on the hockey game coming up here tonight. That's maybe a glutton for punishment. Maybe I'm just being stupid to go back into it. But before we do the bets, 5 of them tonight, which is rare, talk about our friends at Sleeper. You guys have heard me talk about it before. Game-changing product, unlike anything in the industry. The over-under game they got right now. You guys pick the sport, bet props, choose the amount of money you want to enter into the contest. If you pick it correctly, you could win anywhere from 2 times to 20 times the money you put in. That's pretty cool. Your friends can be involved with you. Their over-under game has a chance for you guys to cash pretty good. On your mobile phone, join the listener group for Sleeper at sleeper.com/bettingpros or sleeper.com/dailyjuice. And Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit of up to $100. That's sleeper.com/bettingpros or sleeper.com/dailyjuice. $100 deposit match. Again, go to sleeper.com/bettingpros or sleeper.com/dailyjuice and you'll get a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions do apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. All right, hockey is not going to be all that in depth. So overtime loss for the Lightning. We were on the Lightning last game. Money line. I'm going to do it again. I think these teams split. Overtime loss. First period was horrible for Tampa. I'm going to say this game, I like the under in this game. I don't know. If I make it official, I'll put it on the Discord channel and make it official, but I don't know if I'm going to make it official or not, but I like the under. I need to kind of talk it out here, how I feel about it, but under 6, I bet under 6 in Tampa in game 1, both missed. I'm not going to do with 2 bets here on the game, but I think I do like the under. I lean towards the under, but if I lean the under, I like Tampa. I think Vasilevsky plays much better. Darcy Kemper scares the holy hell out of me. I don't trust him at all. I think Tampa wins game 2. Plus 135 on the money line. Shop around, get the best price you can get on this, but I'm taking Tampa to win game 2 at plus 135. They get the bounces this time. They don't have a bad break. They don't go down 2-0. They don't start slow. And Vasilevsky's better than he was in game 1. He was good in periods 2 and 3. I think he'll be good in all 3 periods here in game number 2. Tampa to even the series at 1 game apiece at plus 135. All right, let's get into the baseball games here. Let's start with the Giants and the Pirates. So the Pirates right now are one of the worst teams on the run line. They are 27-35 to the run line. 35 losses on the run line. They have 37 losses on the season. Okay. So it's not entirely correlated because sometimes they're favored when they're playing bad teams, but most often the Pirates are not losing games by 1 run. They're losing games by 2 runs. The Giants or more. The Giants are 16-13 on the road. Pirates are 13-17 at home. First meeting between these two teams. And you've got a Zach Thompson going with a 3-4 record with a 4.5 ERA. Carlos Rondon, lefty, going for the Giants. He's been good. His last start, he was great against the Dodgers. 6 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. Time before that against Colorado, 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Against Philadelphia on the road, 6 hits in 5 innings, 1 earned run. Against Cincinnati on the road, 5 1/3, 3 earned runs. San Diego, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. You sense what I'm dealing with here. Giants offense has been good enough. I don't think this Pirates team hits well enough. The Pirates beat St. Louis in their last game on the 15th, 2 days ago, but they lost 9-1, 3-1, 7-5 in the 3 previous games. Lost to Atlanta 5-3. When they lose by more than 1 run. It's -110. Half a unit. Giants on the run line against the Pirates on the road, -110. Giants laying the 1.5 runs here against the Pirates. Bet number 1. Bet number 2. Let's look at the total here for the Cincinnati Reds and what they've been doing over the last couple of games. I mean, it's kind of wacky. Milwaukee on the road at Cincinnati. Total is 9, -115 to the over. So far, Cincinnati this year to the over, 34-28-1. They're the 5th best team to the over in Major League Baseball. Now, Milwaukee's not tremendous. Their offense is kind of hit or miss sometimes, but they are 32-30-3. So about a 51.6% of the time, they're going over their total. Pitchers, Eric Lauer going for the Brewers, Hunter Green going for the Reds. Green's 3-7 with a 5.1 ERA. Lauer is 5-2 with a 3.36 ERA. But here's where it gets kind of crazy, okay? Here are the total runs so far scored in the 6 games between the Brewers and the Reds this season. 9, 22, 15, 15, 9, and 25. I'm not kidding. 25 and 22 have been scored here. Total's 9, -115 to the over. I'm not betting the under in this. It's Cincinnati, who's 12-17 at home, and a launching pad in the Great American Ballpark. Over 9, half a unit at -115 for the Brewers and the Reds. Bet number 3. Well, one of our guys, SoCal DGen, who is a listener of my other show, Bostonian versus the Book, and on the Discord channel for us here with BettingPros, and a Daily Juice listener, pounds the table whenever Kyle Freeland is pitching for the Colorado Rockies. He calls it Kyle Freeland Day. Well, it's Kyle Freeland Day today with a total of 12 for the Rockies at home against San Diego. Mackenzie Gore going for the Padres. He's been good. Lefty, 4-2, 2.5 ERA for Mackenzie Gore. He did not pitch well his last game out. Last time out against the Rockies, where he faced them at home, he went 2 1/3, 6 earned runs. Did not pitch well. But before that, on the road at Milwaukee, 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. Time before that against the Pirates at home, 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. So on the road, he's been pretty good. Against Milwaukee, no earned runs. Against the Giants, 1 earned run. Against Philadelphia, no earned runs. His last 3 times he started on the road. Kyle Freeland, on the other hand, has done the same thing. Left-handed pitcher, 2-5 record with an ERA of over 4.3. But Freeland in his games, 6-2, 6-2, 6-5, 2-1, 5-3. I mean, if you go expand it out, that's his last 5 games. If you expand it out, you have to go back to the 13th of May, the last time his team went over. And against Cincinnati at home, it was a 10-1 final. The total in that game was 10.5. So that game did go over against the Reds. It was a 10-1 final. But you're talking about a guy 5-3, so 8 runs, 7 runs, 11 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs, 4 runs, 24 runs, 8 runs, 3 runs, 11 runs, 8 runs, 8 runs. He's a pretty good bet to the under. Kyle Freeland, under 12 at -115. We're jumping on the under. I know it's an under bet in Colorado. You're going to go, Matt, you're betting under in Colorado. Yes, under 12 for Kyle Freeland Day, which has been a very good bet, as we've talked about just recently. Okay, Freeland under 12. And finally, also for a half a unit, this is not typical for me to go into this type of 4 bets, official 4 bets for baseball. Washington Nationals are absolutely horrific, okay? Phillies beat them 10-1 in the first game of this series. We're going with Bailey Falter for the Phillies against Joan Adone. 1-10 with a 6.95 ERA. Whip of 1.7. I mean, are you serious? 1.76 whip, 6.95 ERA. Adone has not been good. I don't know much about him besides he's a guy who gave up 8 earned runs his last time out against Miami, 3 earned runs against Cincinnati, pitched pretty well against Colorado, no earned runs there, but 6 against the Dodgers, 1 against Miami. This Nationals team is absolutely horrible on the run line. They are the worst team in Major League Baseball to the run line. They are 25-41 to the run line. Philadelphia's 33-31, and we know what the Phillies have been doing. They've been absolutely red hot. The Nationals have been just an absolute dumpster fire. They've lost 4 games in a row, all on the run line. 4-1, 9-5, 10-4, 8-2. Phillies 10-1, 3-1. They lost 11-9, then 3-2. They lost 13-1, but then they won 4-0. So they've come back down to earth a little bit since firing Joe Girardi, but I'm not banking on this Nationals team to keep this game close. We're going Phillies run line. It's expensive, -146. I'm betting 4 games here. Why not just pay the juice there? I'm -146 on the Phillies on the run line for a half a unit. All right. So those are 5 bets, half a unit, all official. Tampa money line +135. Giants run line -110. Brewers Reds over 9 -115. Rockies under 12 against the Padres -115. Phillies run line at -146. Don't bet a parlay. 3 bets +600. This cashed last week. Okay, we hit this last week in baseball. Let's hit it again. Back to the Phillies. The total is 10.5. We're going over -118. Phillies over 10.5 in their game against Washington. The Reds have been a decent team on the run line, which is kind of crazy. Cincinnati has been a team that you might go, oh, you know, they're going to get hammered. They're not going to do well. They're actually not halfway bad on the run line for the Reds. We're going to take the Reds at +1.5 because they're taking on a Milwaukee team that is, right, it's Reds, Milwaukee, I gotta make sure. Oh, sorry, the Brewers. So the Brewers, Milwaukee against the run line, they're 27-38. Milwaukee's awful against the run line. When they win by 1. They don't win by more than 1 run all the times. +1.5, -184 for the Reds. And then we're going to go with a plus money. The White Sox are a team that's catching 140 to 150, depending on where you can grab the White Sox here at +140 to +150. White Sox against the Astros. White Sox on the road here. I think it's a decent shot the White Sox can win this game. Giolito going up against Valdez. Good pitching matchup. Total 7.5. Low total. White Sox to win the game at +146. That gets us to a +601 to qualify for the Don't Bet a Parlay. All right. Phillies over 10.5. Reds reverse run line at +1.5. White Sox money line at +146. 3 legs for the Don't Bet a Parlay. A lot of baseball on a Friday. Kind of a not very typical day for me, but I like the baseball slate a lot here on a Friday. Let's jump into it. Again, to recap the plays, Tampa +135 on the money line tonight to even up their series at 1 game apiece. Giants run line -110. Brewers Reds over 9 -115. Rockies under 12 -115. Phillies run line at -146. We're going Phillies over 10.5. Reds +1.5. White Sox money line for the 3 legs for the Don't Bet a Parlay. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.